Parkview Middle School students welcomed a special guest today. Reggie Theus, the head coach of the NBA's Sacramento Kings, spoke to 6th, 7th, and 8th graders about I-STEP testing. Theus motivated kids to do their best and be confident in their abilities.
To persevere. Perseverance is the little battles that they have to go through all their lives. Each one of those sections of their life is a battle. Each one of those sections of their life, they have to persevere, whether it be peer pressure, whether it be making through the I-STEP tests, whether it be just class or just general things. Everything that they've gone through is another step in the right direction, and to stay focused. And really, the word is perseverance.
Hoosier students are in the midst of I-STEP testing, which runs through the 28th. Theus had a very long career in the NBA and also was an assistant coach at the University of Louisville.
Jesus has called us to share material goods with others. You know, he says offering a cup of cold water in my name, caring for those who can't care for themselves.
And these women are certainly doing their part. Choices for Women Resource Center is a pro-life, non-for-profit organization whose main focus is on helping women who face unplanned pregnancies. The center provides free pregnancy tests, counseling, and ultrasounds in effort to save unplanned lives. On top of that, the center also provides clothes, diapers, and formula, a big help to moms who are trying to get back on their feet.
And then there's that week of her paycheck where she's deciding, okay, I've got to put gas in the car and I need formula for the baby and I have to pay child care. Well, we tell them, pay your light bill and buy food for your, bigger kids, and we'll help you with formula and diapers and the things that we can assist you with.
To these women, spreading the love of God, giving hope along with diapers is a gift that just keeps on giving.
I had one instance where a woman brought her little 4-year-old in one day and brought me a gift, and I reached in there and it was a crystal wishing well. The mother said, "Tell Miss Jeanette what this is, the reason you chose this gift." And she says, "Because you make all of our wishes come true."
Choices for Women Resource Center will host their 3rd annual Walk for Life this Saturday at 10 a.m. The 3-mile walk is the center's biggest fundraiser, and they invite all to come out and take part. I'm Crystal Goodner, Indiana 9 News.
This afternoon, 26-year-old Derek Lawson turned himself in here at the Jeffersonville Police Department. He was accompanied by Christopher 2X and his parents, and it seems after 3 days of being on the run, he ran out of places to hide.
They basically said that he wants to come in and be responsible enough to answer to the charges. He didn't admit any innocence or guilt to me on no level. More or less, he is very concerned about his family's well-being.
Well, it's a hard day to be happy. It's a sad day for our community. We have parents over there right now in Louisville that's lost 2, one fighting for his life, and now these parents, they're losing theirs.
On Saturday night, the residence of Derek Lawson's parents was the target of a drive-by shooting. Nobody was home when it happened, but police say about 20 shots were fired at the house. Now that Derek has turned himself in, the family hopes the violence will stop.
They want people to know that whoever feels the anger and the rage that they feel towards this family at this particular time, they're asking them at least to consider one thing, that they also didn't deserve for 19 rounds to be, kind of shot into their house.
DeJuan Latendress and Derek Lawson do have a past history. At one time they were friends, but for some reason they had a falling out. Police say in November of 2003, Latendress was charged with shooting Lawson.
It stems back several years, really, the violence does, between the individual, Mr. Latendress, that was shot. And there's so much history, there's not enough camera time for me to go back into all the history that is going on between here. And I don't know if that was the straw that broke the camel's back that night, so to speak. I don't know.
Police say it appears the feud between Latendress and Lawson involved a number of different people. They aren't calling it gang-related, but they do have people they want to speak with.
We're talking about people who both have criminal pasts, who associate themselves with people who have criminal pasts, and there has developed some sort of grudge or rivalry here.
The investigation into why exactly this happened here at Priya's Bar and Grill is still ongoing, but Detective Charlie Thompson says they now have their shooter. Police are also saying that Lawson will likely face attempted murder and murder charges. In Jeffersonville, Chris Hopper, Indiana 9 News.
Several gathered yesterday evening here in front of the Prius Sports Bar and Grill to remember DeJuan Latendresse and his younger sister April Jones. It was here that the pair were brutally shot and killed early Saturday morning. The pair's younger brother, Jonathan Jones Jr., was also shot. The only survivor of the incident, he remains in stable condition at University of Louisville Hospital. Family spokesperson Christopher Truex says he organized the vigil to raise awareness.
And it's always simplistic when we try to put remembrance ceremonies together. It has a little what we call a street flavor to it, but it's also a time to reflect.
Rakita Smith knew both DeJuan and April and witnessed the horrific incident. Her and others speak out about the tragedy of two lives gone too soon.
Just that they were good people, and that didn't need to happen to them. They had home so much ahead of them. Both of them got kids, and it's just crazy.
Well, she was a very, outgoing person, just a loving spirit, and was always willing to help anyone that was in need.
Mother suffered a gunshot wound to the head.
Christopher Truex brought two other mothers whose children were also taken from violent crimes. Though time has healed their wounds, April Jones's father still cannot believe how a night out to support a friend turned into his daughter's last night alive.
My daughter had a life. She was doing something with her life. She just came here to have a good time and support one of her friends, and that's what happened.
Derek Lawson turned himself in on Monday for the triple shooting to protect his family against further retaliation. But April Jones's father says that this matter is out of his hands.
Was trying to do something with her life to try to raise her daughter, and he's gonna have a long road to go. I just have mercy on his soul.
I'm Crystal Goodner, Indiana 9 News.
That's the sound of a 64-year-old long drive champion preparing to take home the world title.
Of course, I've been playing golf since, I took it up late, really, at the age of 47. And, the guys I started playing with were saying, my God, Ray, you hit the ball a long ways for an old man.
After many long hours heading from city to win that district title and qualify for the world championship, Ray finally did it, making all that practice worthwhile.
I just wouldn't quit. I would just continue. And finally in Pennsylvania, a couple of weeks ago, I won that district. I practice I hit balls down here at the Hidden Creek at least 4 days a week. Plus the other thing that I'm doing is every day I work out at least an hour a day doing a lot of stretches, exercises that relate to the golf swing. I think sometimes I neglect my wife and my kids because a lot of times I'm gone on the weekends because that's when the competitions are.
Just like any other competition, nerves and adrenaline are always a factor. Ray gave us a chance to see what he's thinking and feeling during the big competition.
When I'm competing, I look down at the grid, and through my past competitions and experience, I find that most time when I err, I'm going to err to the left. So I usually try to aim down the right side, hope to bring it back in, and I know if I come over the top and miss it a little bit, I can still be in the grid. So when I'm practicing at the range before it comes my time to hit, these are the things I'm thinking about. So if I hit it to that fence, it'll be about 340. There it is. That ball there will carry to the fence.
There's going to be players from all over the country and the world in the Grand Champion division, but the big question is, what does Ray think his chances are in the end?
I think I can win it all. I really do. I know there's going to be some tough competition. There's probably some people from other countries I'm not even familiar with, but I'm familiar with a lot of the individuals that are competing and some of them that have made it, and I think I am very competitive with everybody that I've seen.
Ray says the longest ball he's ever hit in competition was 355 yards, and he says if he can hit this ball 340 yards, he'll be the next World Long Drive champion. In Jeffersonville, Chris Hopper, Indiana 9 News.